So we're at Spa World today. It's a really cool place in Centerville, Virginia. It is a Korean-style bathhouse, and we just took a field trip here today. We took the bus and the train, and it was a major move. The whole time I was trying to get out here in the beginning, I was just going to take the bus. I'm usually the bus person.
Yeah, you're usually
but
the
I've
bus
been getting
person.
comfortable getting
But I've been hanging with you, so I'm like, I can take the bus.
There's a pool, separated by gender. There's pools, it's like Korean or Japanese style, and we have all these different pool sections, really ice cold pool, really hot pool, saunas, dry sauna, steam sauna, showers. We're in the common stretch, relax room. We took naps earlier. We haven't gone to all the rooms yet, so this is like the poultice section, and there's some salt rooms,
a clay room, amethyst room,
and then there's another ice fridge you can go.
The clay room, charcoal room.
We do the hot then the cold.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do something really hot.
And then a dry ice room.
Yeah, dry ice room. Yeah, it's a whole experience, which is what we're about. We've been doing a lot. Food preparation, just trying to create a life where we're just working for ourselves, which is very challenging. Anyone who's an entrepreneur knows in the beginning stage, I guess, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of momentum. So, yeah, we're just experiencing more gratitude and presence and just surrendering to the unknown, but also trying to and that's really what our whole brand is about. We're trying to merge the sacred, futuristic, the sacred and practical, and make it a reality, make it a norm, and validate the spiritual or the things that seem more,
live with intuition,
unclear. Yeah, so we're just trying to self-actualize a lot of things that really come from the soul. I'm reading this book actually called Empowering Your Soul Through Meditation, which I can share in the caption of this. But yeah, just we have this whole disconnect sometimes where it's I'm this person who also has a soul, but it's actually when you switch to the understanding of you are a soul and you just so happen to be in this temporary situation to learn whatever, to experience whatever, it really simplifies things, and it is a very grounding and also sometimes just scary, I don't know, we're freeing, knowing, and that's just where I'm trying to operate. And because I'm really seeking security, it's challenging, and we're just actually talking about, we had a conversation as far as what are our intentions with food and achieving our own food security to really help people do it for themselves, because we now have responsibilities, I guess, through our platform. And yeah, pretty much what were we saying in regards to that?
My definition of food security is having
food available around the same time every day. The medicinal tonics, as well as breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks. Being able to feed myself every 2-3 hours. Electric foods that provide inner peace and clarity in my mind, and also making those foods delicious, or having an experience with those foods, sitting down and making it, like I said, acknowledging how I'm grateful for this food, making it an experience. And third, finding a creative, new communal way to acquire food. Not sure what that is yet, but new ways to get food where it feels habitual to have, where food security is habitual, where it's secure.
I feel like whenever we have these conversations about food aspirations, it gets kind of like, internally for me, I'm just trying to listen to what I feel. I'm like, I don't like the feeling of having this grand vision, because it seems, I'm just trying to honor where we are, because that is a milestone. I'm just fearful or something. Fearful or something.
Of food system?
No, of just like, I already have so many things like I want to perfect. And like, I don't want to stress over having the perfect diet, or it being like perfectly curated. Like, it's just so, it is a spiritual thing. It's naturally happening. It's naturally unfolding. And the people, think about this, the people that we see or that we know that are really executing it, they're, twice our age. Not saying that we can't do it now, we're doing it now, but I don't know. And it's so interesting because I'm the one that's so specific, but you're so specific about this.
I've never seen you say you were fearful about anything.
I was saying I was fearful earlier. I guess I'm just experiencing some fears today.
Okay.
But I'm not experiencing, just acknowledging.
Acknowledging.
This chapter right now is just like a balancing game, pretty much, because we have to tend to ourselves, but we have to sustain ourselves in the physical world, and we have to give energy to the business and give energy to our families and our relationships. And then also, in the midst of securing ourselves, a whole facet of that is the food and the diet. And it's not just the day-to-day where everyone's just trying to eat and, not starve. It's like we're trying to do this
go all the way,
really grand vision and curate it really, creatively and beautifully.
For me, I want the perfect diet because I want to be able to do awesome things and keep up with my lifestyle. And our lifestyle with the entrepreneurship, the creative, it requires hyper focus, and it requires a lot of energy. It requires the intellectual, the creative, and the professional. And we have to wear a lot of hats all the time and stay up late and wake up early. And I want to be able to do that with peace.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The diet is supporting our higher selves, and our higher selves already exist. So doesn't that mean that the diet in the way already exists?
Yes, thank you for saying that. I forgot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just dealing with like heavy mental reality, physical reality right now. I'm trying to grapple with that in time. I don't know where that's coming from astrologically, but ultimately, when I come back to the truth, I do know it already exists. The vision of who I want to be and you want to be. And whatever that looks like, it exists.
It's highly energetic.
We're aligning with it. That's what I have to remind myself. And alignment was a major transformative word for my reality, because that just scratches out time, because it's just like, it's this continuum and it's never ending, and my life is just a path of aligning with what I want. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'm thinking in practical terms, like how people have a vision and they put it out, and it's just like, okay, now I have to do all these things to get it, and we're doing things, but it will naturally align too.
Like the raw diet is such a secret, and you have to be aligned to it to even know it exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not publicized or nothing. You really have to be tuned to even be watching this right now. You have to be tuned to something. You have to be tuned into some type of wave, magic wave, or raw food wave to even know this exists, because it's not popular. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And we've put out a lot of energy in the last 3, 4, or 5 years that we want to do this.
I guess I'm a little exhausted.
Maybe.
Which is why this trip is necessary.
So invigorating is the word.
Back to this spa world.
Y'all need to get on this. If you guys are on the Eastern board, I hear the Virginia one's the best one in way of Atlanta and New York, but they do have some in Atlanta and in New York. Not sure how those are, but this one here in Virginia is awesome, and we got a Groupon.
This is really, this is why it's so in line with us, because we just want the whole experience, and it's really a treat. And we still have been doing work while being here, but
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
yeah, it's a good place to do work.
Wi-Fi.
And to spend the day, you need at least 4 hours. So yeah, Spa World Centerville, we recommend it. This is the first of hopefully many vlog type videos. We're not really like privy to how to do that, but we just want to talk to people and show our faces and start to build some communication with people that follow us. So thank you for watching this video.
Right on.